First question comes from Rebecca Harlow.
Coach, from your perspective, what do you make of this game? You put yourself in a situation where you've got a 14-point lead in the beginning of the fourth quarter there. The guys almost let it go with their defense, but then they find the grit and the resolve to, make sure that they still come up with the win.
As they showed, I thought a lot of toughness. I knew it would be a challenge for us in terms of back-to-back early start. And I love the way we started the game, and we played with the lead for most of the game, and then we took the hit to start the fourth quarter. But I think having the ability to take a punch and get back up, keep fighting, and find a way to win, that's a big part of this league. And so I love the toughness that we showed down the stretch. And that's a very well-coached, hard-playing team that poses a lot of problems for you.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Tom. Julius had a weird stat line, a tough shooting night, but he's still putting up big numbers, looked exhausted, though. How do you describe what he did out there tonight?
Yeah, I love the way he competed, and we talked about that after the game. It was one of those games in which, and they did a great job in guarding him, and he kept fighting and fighting and fighting, and he did other things to help us win. His rebounding was off the charts. He finally got to the line late in the game, so that was critical. And then those two loose balls where he was first to the floor, that was huge as well. So, those that's what you have to do. And he's done so many things for the team all year, and we're having a quality play from a number of guys. I thought the rebounding effort was superb. When you look at the way RJ played and his rebounding, his clutch plays down the stretch, I think that's critical for our team.
Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom, with where the team is at right now, do you like playing these kind of games, like a low-scoring, tight affair that they've got to get through?
I love winning. So low-scoring, high-scoring, medium-scoring, it doesn't matter. I just want to win. So whatever we have to do to find a way to win and improve each and every day, I want us to be playing our best down the stretch. I think a big part of the NBA is the conditioning component. And one of the main reasons why you have to be in great shape is the intensity of a game is very unique. And then throughout the course of the season, there's different challenges where situations in which you may have to travel, you may have back-to-backs, you may be, down players with injury, and you have to be ready to handle each situation. So the important thing for us is to find ways to win. And just like everything else, winning's a habit, and you have to work at it.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Tom, coming out of that timeout with about a minute left, you get Randall in isolation against Birch. Is that what you wanted out of that timeout? And can you kind of take me through that play?
Well, I don't want to go through exactly what we were looking for, but obviously when you get into those situations, you're trying to design things for your primary scorers to get into certain situations, and you understand how the game will be officiated at that point. So all of it factors into it. Most of the plays are going to have three options on it, and oftentimes the first one's taken away, and the second and third are the ones that you eventually get to. But we have to be good at executing in those situations, and that's something that we have to work on.
Mike Vaccaro, New York Post.
Tom, a couple of strong outings from RJ in a row. What are you seeing from him at this point of his second year in terms of his development and his attitude?
His attitude's been great. I think he's in a really good place. And, at the beginning of the season, people were talking about his shooting, but he was doing so many other things well for us. He was rebounding the ball well. He was making very good rim reads, and he was high assist on most nights. And then I knew that I really believe the shooting will come around. He's put a lot of extra time into it. He's in a good rhythm now. He has real good balance. So I think the sky's the limit. I think he's learning, as most young players do, but he can score a bunch of different ways. And having the ability to put it on the floor catch and shoot, play pick and roll, post up, run the floor. And if when he moves without the ball, that's what makes him really, really tough to guard, I think.
Thank you, Coach.